Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about North Carolina and the governor and a veto and a possible override and how likely that is. Because the governor in North Carolina made good on their promise, said that if that bill went forward, it was going to get vetoed. They did it in kind of a public ceremony, which was odd. But Republicans in North Carolina, they can override it. They need every vote, every single vote, every vote. They lose one, it's over. They don't have the votes anymore. That's how close it is. Now, there are multiple people who are counted in the Republican caucus who made a campaign promise saying that they would protect reproductive rights. This bill that was vetoed curtails them, and it's a mess. It is a mess of a bill. It's 12 weeks, it's 20 weeks here, it's 24 weeks here, it's all over the place. The goal appears to be to make it so complicated that it's impossible to get access. It is a mess. One vote. People in North Carolina need to convince one to break ranks, one to honor their campaign promise, one to do what polling suggests they should do. Because here's the reality. Polling says that only 35% of people in the state support the bill. That's not even close. 35%. What is interesting is that the overwhelming majority of people in North Carolina don't want additional restrictions at all. Forget about this mess of a bill. They don't want any new restrictions. 57% of people in North Carolina support expanding or keeping it as it is. It's not popular. It's another example of Republicans deciding that they're going to rule rather than represent. It was vetoed by a governor that's trying to enact the will of the people. But Republicans at the state legislature in North Carolina are determined to say, no, you don't know how to run your own life. That's our job. We know what you think you want. We've seen the polling, and we know that's what you want. That's why we lied to you during our campaigns. But you don't really know what you want. We know what's better for you. Only 35% of North Carolinians support this. And yet, they're going to override a veto. They're going to attempt to. One vote. People in North Carolina, those who are politically active, those who call and write and email and tweet and all of that stuff, you have to convince one of them. That's it. They lose one vote, and they can't override the veto. If you are somebody who gets active and this is a cause you care about, this is probably the time, because they have the votes if everybody in the Republican Party sticks together. One vote gets flipped and it's over. There will be a lot of pressure from the Republican Party leadership to the representatives saying, don't do what your constituents want. Don't do what the polling says. Do what we tell you to do. Don't actually listen to the people who put you in office. Don't enact their will. Forget about the republic. Forget about representative democracy. Just do what you're told, and then they'll do what they're told. If you're active, now's the time to engage in whatever form of civic engagement that you prefer. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.